Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. A wave of confusion in front of me, it is like overturning the palette, and all kinds of colors mix together to form a vortex, from which a hand is stretched out to pull my consciousness in. Sing loudly and slowly open your eyes. Your sight is still a little blurred. I just wanted to lift my head, but I found that my head hurts like a tear. I am not dead. The spirit of singing was shocked and blurted out. You might as well die. An angry voice came. Looking down at the source of the sound, he found his father Gao Ming staring at himself with a cold face. Mother Song Yun sat by the bed, wiping her tears. Little Song, just be your mother. Please don't /T fight in school. The college entrance examination is coming soon, and I don't /T ask you to go to undergraduate, but at least you graduate from high school smoothly. Every word falls like a thunder. School fight. College entrance examination. High school graduation. A storm surged in his heart that he suddenly raised his arm and subconsciously grabbed his mother /S wrist. Mom, what year and month is it now? Song Yun lost her eyes and muttered to herself, the doctor only said it was a slight concussion. Why are you stupid? It /S March 2018. Then she turned to Gao Ming and said, son, his father, go and call a doctor. Singing without speaking, his lips kept trembling. 2018. March. Not only did he not die, but he went back to the past, before the recovery of the Earth Aura. At this time, a news is playing on the TV in the hospital ward. The female anchor with exquisite facial features is facing the camera with a press release in her hand. Recently, animal mutation events have occurred one after another in the city. This morning, a teddy rushed into the tiger park and killed 2 more tigers. An uncle in the hospital bed next door patted his thigh and smiled. This is Teddy. It /S like a flat-head brother. In my life, I am either fighting or on the way to fighting. Don /T tell me who my opponent is. Just tell me the time and place. It /S so funny. Another 60-year-old man coughed. It /S going to change. Some time ago, I saw a mouse as big as a dog. It /S frightening. Singing finally came back. Yes, soon. A wonderful change is taking place in the world, and soon, the city /S Duanlo Mountain will open the first secret place after the arrival of Aura recovery. Most of the tourists in Duanlo Mountain at that time have become the first beneficiaries of the era of Aura recovery, but now I am the only one who knows what /S coming. This means that the current singing has been ahead of the whole earth for more than half a circle. Rounding is 20 laps. I am going to turn over the salted fish. He looked surprised and muttered to himself. Standing in front of the hospital bed, Gao Ming snorted coldly, just you. Turn over. Is it to be familiar on both sides? Sing. Suddenly, a thunder flashed in his mind. Now I am still a senior 3, that is to say. Meng Jing hasn't /T died yet. The next second, singing like crazy, got up from the hospital bed. Son, where are you going? Song Yun said anxiously. Singing, a pair of eyes became red. I want to go back to school. He was wearing shoes, but his father grabbed his clothes. Lie down, the doctor said, you have a slight concussion and need to rest. My father was still as unsmiling as he remembered. Every word he said was in a commanding tone. But before long, when my father knew that he was defined as stupid and could only be thrown into the last class of the Cultivator College, the whole person was decadent. Dad, I have something urgent. I really want to go back to school. Singing, raised his head and looked at his father. Gao Ming was stunned in his memory. Although Singing is generous, often fights and causes trouble in school, he never disobeys his meaning in front of him, just as a mouse sees a cat. Most importantly, Singing at this time looked into his eyes, which made him a little strange and had a feeling of indescribability. He thought for a moment and asked, is it important? Singing and firm eyes, Gao Mingsa said, then come back early. Gordon was overjoyed and had no time to change his clothes, so he rushed out of the ward in a patient/S suit carried by blue on a white background. Song Yun was so angry that it was too late to stop him. He had to turn his face and complain about his man, so Gao Mingxuan didn't dare to say a word. After rushing out of the hospital, he sang loudly and ran all the way along the road. At this time, his head was still wrapped tightly, and he was still wearing a sick suit, which attracted passers-by/s eyes. He didn't have time to care about these. The first hospital of Jiangnan City is only 1,000 meters away from Jiangnan No. 1 Middle School. If he has money in his pocket, he will choose to take a taxi. Meng Jing and Gao Gu are not only classmates, but also childhood sweethearts. In his heart, he has always attached great importance to the girl with a horsetail all the year round. She appears in front of him during the day and in his dream at night. However, because of his youth and good face, he has never confided his heart. He is afraid that he will be rejected. At that time, the distance between him and Meng Jing will be alienated. At that time, he can even make friends. What Gao Gu didn't expect was that Meng Jing deliberately failed the college entrance examination in order to stay in the same city as Gao Gu. A shuaba held in the palm of the headmaster/s parents and teachers only took the college entrance examination. On the day when the college entrance examination was divided, Meng Jing/s father was angry but beat Meng Jing. The wronged girl rushed out of the house with tears, and a speeding car took away her best life. It was not until she looked at Meng Jing/s diary that her parents knew the secret, and took someone to block up the Gao family and scold. That day, he hid in the room, curled up and felt that the whole world was dark. He trembled desperately, and finally cried until he fainted. Silly girl. In this life, I just want this life, but I want to tie you to me. With red eyes, he rushed into the gate of Jiangnan No. 1 Middle School. When the security guard at the gate saw the singing, he didn't dare to stop at all. He directly moved his eyes to one side and looked at the distance and the face of the notorious singing. They are helpless and don't want to provoke. At this time, after class, the students who saw the singing talked one after another. This is a high song. Why is your head wrapped like Zongzi? Shit, keep your voice down. Do you want to die? What are you afraid of? He s so powerful. He s still beaten by Li Lang and them. At this time, Gao Gu turned his face and looked at the glasses man who was talking. The other party trembled directly and his lips turned white. He quickly lowered his head and avoided Gao Gu s fierce eyes. When Gao Song left, his legs were still shaking. A teaching building, class 8, senior 3. As soon as he came to the door of the classroom, he heard a bang. Get out of here. You all get out of here. Singing, the body suddenly shook, as if an invisible hand grabbed his heart. A little force will crush the whole heart. Meng Jing s voice, the window is closed, and the door of the classroom is locked from the inside. Through the window, you can see many students gathered together, but there is a large space in the middle. Meng Jing is still wearing the horse s tail. She doesn't wear powder. Her delicate facial features must be the proudest work of God. In the previous life, many students sighed that they were young and miserable. In this life, even if the ghost sent, he would pinch each other s neck and leave Meng Jing. Go to the special day, jealous of beauty. I'm the first to refuse. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.